name is Colin SkipperWing Bird, and welcome to another episode of SkipperWing Draws a Thing, where I, the eponymous SkipperWing, draw a thing. If you'd like to watch me actually draw these things in real time, please check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/SkipperWing, where you can watch me doodle this or work on my animated comic, The Crimson Fly. You can also check out a silent version of this video by checking out the links in the links below, or in the annotations, or in the cards. And I just messed up all my hand signs. Today's music is Mario Kart 64 Remix by Anders Enger Jensen. You can find a link to download it in the description below. It is a remix of the title credits from Mario Kart 64, and I actually highly recommend it. But then again, I highly recommend all my music, so there you go. So, fan art. I haven't done that in a while. And I figured if I was going to do fan art, well, Mario Kart 8 just came out, or rather, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe just came out, and so I figured I would give it a go-around on the interwebs. So, yeah, this was fun, and I decided to break it down by my 4 favorite, the standard by which I love Mario Kart, aka the difficulty. 50, kind of easy, but it's a fun party game. 100 is where you start to figure out how the game works. 150 is where you gotta be good. And then 200 is just, wait, there are breaks in this? I have to use them? So each of them provides their own sort of stopgap. And so what I decided to do was I decided to put them inside their own little mini compositions and show the various states of Mario's distress as he as it goes from being an easy, fun pastime to suddenly, oh crud, I'm going to die because there's a blue shell on my butt. So in terms of actually doing this, I think I shot myself in the foot when I did the initial composition. Normally something like compositional issues are things I can avoid because Flash allows me to create mini compositions in the form of symbols, graphic symbols, or movie clips. However, when I thumbnailed it out in Photoshop doesn't allow you to do that. You kind of have to know what you're doing as you're going in, or do each individual composition and then comp them on top of each other using a layer mask, which I could have done and I probably should have done, but I didn't do. So that meant when it came time to ink them in Flash, well, that means suddenly I have to extrapolate from data that's not there anymore. So that's why if you look at the actual Flash file, you can see that the cards aren't finished, the backgrounds aren't done, because I honestly didn't know what I was doing. Speaking of ways in which I didn't know what I was doing, I decided to rip off an old technique of mine. A while ago back, and if you go back in the archives of SkipperWing Draws a Thing, you'll see a series of Smash Brothers drawings, wherein I had done some colors. Now, it's been a while since I've done coloring, so I forgot how I did that. And so I had to go into the Yoshi file to figure out how that works. And that's why Yoshi pops up on the screen every so once in a while. Never be afraid to self-plagiarize, everybody. So what I decided to do is I took what I did is I laid down all the flat colors, the reds, the blues, the grays, and the gradients from the backgrounds. And once I had laid those down, then I created those into lighting gradients. So with the red, it goes from a sort of bright orange to a dark or burgundy red. And then I did that throughout. I didn't do that for the lighting because I think that would have been overkill. But I did that for the flat colors. And I think that would really work. But I think what really helps sell it is the over gradient that I put on top of it. I took that from a young illustrator named Floor Doodler. I don't know if they're still on YouTube anymore, but if you do, you should totally check them out. If I can find them, I'll put a link to their stuff in the description. But what they used to do is they would put a gradient on top of their inks, so that way everything was kind of flowing together. It was kind of held together by the overriding web. And on top of that web, I put another web of environmental gradient. So that way everything is sort of held together by this sort of weird neon flux. Yes, that's a pun on Aeon Flux, which is dumb, but I did it. Once that was done, then I applied that gradient to the separator lines, and I also put it onto in the text. I'm not entirely sold on the text, mostly because I don't think I executed on it right, especially in 200cc where you can barely read it because it's entirely in white, or the white outlines are overriding the visibility of the 200. But I think that also works as well because it helps showcase how crazy 200cc is by comparison. And it creates a sort of gradient as you go through. Not just, you have it in terms of the lettering, sure, But you also have it as Mario goes from calm blue afternoon to a sort of like it's the middle of the afternoon to a really, really stressful evening to, oh no, it's the dead of night and I really want to get home. And that was very much intentional. Because, I mean, I love Mario Kart. You love Mario Kart. That's why you're watching these videos. That's it for today's video. Please, if you like this content and would love to see more videos, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification to see more of these videos. Also, if you'd like to see me draw in real time, please check out my live stream at twitch.tv/SkipperWing. My name is Colin SkipperWing Bird, signing out, and I'll catch you peeps later.